Hi, it's Alofa. I'm Norah, also known as admin at citybaptist.org.nz. Welcome to a new day of new hope. I love to kick off our devotion by inviting God to bless our time together. So let's pray. Heavenly Father, the all-knowing way maker, impart your wisdom over us. Touch each and every one of us by allowing your message to pierce and shatter any uncertainty or fear. Restore us to your peace and joy, helping us to choose to serve and honor you as you give us this privilege and this incredible time to further your kingdom. In Jesus' victorious name we pray. Amen. So guys, I'm drawing inspiration from one of my favorite Bible heroes, and that's Joseph. Probably because I look after administration and he's the elite class of administration. Everything he touched was blessed. And also because he's proof that men can actually do a great job at admin. So Joseph's story you'll find in Genesis chapters 37 through to chapters 50, but I'll give you a real quick snippet of his life. Joseph had really jealous brothers who sold him into slavery. However, the Lord made him prosper in all he did, so that even his master Potiphar put Joseph in charge of his whole household. Then after a false accusation, Joseph was thrown into prison. Again, by trusting God and using his gifts, he ended up overseeing the whole prison. Following this, he came to Pharaoh's attention, and that paved the way for Joseph to rule all of Egypt and rescue the world, including those bugger brothers of him that sold him, from starvation. In preparing this, these two scriptures really caught my attention. Let your love, God, shape my life. And that's from Psalm 119 verse 41. And then in James 1 verse 17, every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of the heavenly lights, who does not change like shifting shadows. God shapes our lives because he loves us, and he is the source of every good gift. You know, with this lockdown and isolation well and truly underway, there are parallels in Joseph's life that we can take courage from, because he allowed God's love to shape his life. He used what he had to help everyone around him, and he acknowledged that God was with him always, no matter whether he was a slave or a ruler. None of those situations was a surprise to God, because God had a plan. Now I really think Jesus, that it's really unlikely that we'd ever be in a position like Joseph where we're sold into slavery. But someone you know may have had their lives turned suddenly upside down because of job losses or redundancies since this lockdown. Or you could be experiencing hurt or rejection from people that you really trusted. Are you starting to find that the four walls in your house are getting smaller and getting claustrophobic because you can't go out so much, and you're not allowed visitors, and you miss doing the social things? For some families, this isolation has mentally and spiritually been quite challenging. So at the start of this, I said, welcome to a new day and new hope, and that's exactly what today is. A new beginning to trust God and allow his love to shape you to not only get by and survive, but to prosper. Every time this guy Joseph got a promotion, it was after God dramatically did away with the old way of life. And what better platform than a global standstill with less distraction and less world noise to use what we already have for God. You see, in his tough times, Joseph didn't focus on what he didn't have. He used what God already gave him. And those are things like compassion and kindness, servanthood, forgiveness, integrity, and he was faithful in all he did. And these good and perfect gifts are what we also have as well. How are you going to respond to those around you in this challenging time? Let's choose to positively respond to whatever setback comes our way, because we can trust that God is already setting his plan in motion, that we can come out of any difficult situation far better than we can imagine if we allow his love to shape us. So let's pray. God, help us to react with compassion and kindness in our tough situations. Soften our hearts and spirit to be molded by you. We know that your ways are better and greater, but help us to accept how that will look like in our everyday lives. May each person listening right now draw nearer to you and want more of you for themselves and for their loved ones. When this lockdown is over, God, help us to keep the clutter and distractions that you saw fruitless away. We want to embrace the amazing opportunities ahead of us. Lord, we trust you. You've already equipped us, and we love that you're always on our side. In your mighty name we pray. Amen. Hey guys, I've loved that we could hang out like this, and I hope you have the best day today, and I look forward to seeing you all back at church.